So I lied. 9 months ago, I said I was quitting nursing. I was just done with the field altogether, and I was gonna throw myself into filmmaking full time. You know, I was attempting to make my own fame, but I got scared. The idea of not having a steady income pushed me back into nursing full time. I don't know if you've ever been in a position where you don't know where your next paycheck is gonna come from, but it's something that I fear because I have kids, I have responsibilities, and I've been in positions where I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I always made it through. I always pushed through. I always made stuff work, but it was with that nursing license. Well, honestly, it's not even about me wanting to do filmmaking more than anything at this point. It's literally at a point to where I can't fathom, or I can't even push myself to wake up and do nursing anymore. So, what now? When I started this series, you know, I had the balls to just completely walk away with nursing with no type of care in the world. I had a plan, and it was a good plan, but unfortunately, I let my fear push me back into working full time. It's scary, like not knowing you know, how you're going to pay your bills, you know, not knowing where your next paycheck is going from. It's very scary. And sometimes that makes you totally forget about what it is you're trying to accomplish, because at the end of the day, you know, bills got to be paid. The kids got to be taken care of. All of these responsibilities have to be in place before anything. But when does that become like, when is it enough? If you get what I'm saying. Nursing has just been very stressful for me. 13 years of just pure agony. I do not think out of the 13 years I've been a nurse, I've enjoyed it. And doing something you don't enjoy, it kills you slowly. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they say, like stress is a silent killer. And yeah, I totally understand that statement. So this last contract or whatever I was working really made me realize, like, man, I gotta do this. I gotta try 20 times harder than I've ever tried to just be behind that camera. And I mean, right now, so far, so good. You know, the last couple of weeks have just been a whirlwind, man. Like I've done so much stuff, from, you know, filming conferences to speeches to filming, you know, live concerts. I got to meet the Runarounds. Never heard of them before. I had no idea they were filming anything else in Wilmington, but I got to meet those guys and I got to film with them, which was pretty cool. You know, that was in Charlotte. I've shot weddings You know, I've got a drone, something I said I would never do. I said I would never get a drone, was never interested in getting a drone, but now I love that thing. I love that thing. And what really sucks is the day the Mini 4 arrived at my house, the Mini 5 was announced and everybody was like, Mini 5. And it was like, oh, you could buy it from eBay. And I'm like, come on, bro. And I think it's like the same price of what I paid for the Mini 4. I don't know. If I allow myself to like dive down that rabbit hole of being like, oh, I need to get the best, then I'll never get anything. So I'm happy with the 4 right now. I really like it. It does what I need it to do, and it's actually got me some work. So I'm not delusional. I know that I'm still gonna have to work as a nurse some. Literally, I'm only working when I want to, not because I have to. I get bills need to be paid, money still needs to be made, people need to be supported. Totally understand. But ever since I've adopted this mentality, like, jobs have been coming. Like, I've been having conversations, you know. I've upgraded cameras. I have a C70 now. I needed another camera because I didn't want to use the Komodo to film, you know, like 2 camera setups for a conference or something like that. I felt like that was a little gratuitous. And also, I really like the C70. I've used it a few times and really like how compact and fast it was compared to like my C200. You know, we're taking jobs everywhere. You know, I've been somewhere everywhere in the last couple of weeks, from, you know, deep in the mountains in Winston-Salem. I don't know where it was, to be honest, to like, you know, like I said, downtown Charlotte, just somewhere everywhere. You know, I've been to Virginia, you know, I'm going to Maryland. Like, there's just so much stuff going on right now, and I'm really happy about that. You know, every time I check my email, I'm getting emails, you know, so it's pretty cool to actually be in this position. And to be honest, the last few weeks is the happiest I've been in a very long time. Like, when it comes to the career, you know, a lot of people always thought that I was just angry and upset. No, it was because I was unhappy doing nursing. Like, I'm a totally different person when I know I'm doing stuff with my camera. So, I mean, it's really scary. And like, it's not for the faint of heart. For the people who do this full time and like, just, you know, are like, hey, it's gonna come. Like, it's hard to adopt that mentality, but I'm starting to just kind of be like, hey, you know, chill out, you know, because I'll be 39 this year, and to be honest, don't really have that many more days on the earth if I live, you know, until I'm 70. You know, if you put that in perspective, it's not a lot. So I do not want to spend the remaining time that I have here on this planet being unhappy and being stressed, and only putting about 20% of me into what I really want to do, and that's filmmaking. So we're back at it. We're hitting it hard. We're just fully committing. You know, we're applying to every job we can find, you know, whether it's in North Carolina, Virginia. I'm applying to stuff in New York. Like, I'm trying to go to DC. Like, I'm just trying to do it all. I don't care what it is. I'll figure it out. Like, and I think this mentality just works for me. And also, having the weekends off, that gives me way more flexibility, because if I'm not obligated to work on a weekend, I can rearrange some stuff with some stuff, and I can go work, and then I can come back to my responsibilities, you know, hang out with my kids, hang out with, you know, whoever I need to hang out with, all this other good stuff. So a lot of good things are happening. And I'm really excited and happy to see where I'm headed. So thank you for being here. Greatly appreciate everybody watching. You know, I've actually gained like 20 subscribers like since I started this, and it's not a lot, but that's a big deal to me, because I've never in a million years would have thought that people would want to watch what I do, you know. So I'm super excited, you know. We're gonna hop back into it. We're gonna work. We're gonna start shooting more films. Always the motive to shoot films, because at the end of the day, I am a filmmaker. I'm not just a person who wants to pick up a camera. There's a difference, in my opinion. So I greatly appreciate everybody, man. Like, comment, subscribe, the whole nine, everything. I greatly appreciate everybody, and, you know, hope to see you on this journey. Peace.